Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome live. Pete Cole here, your FieldersChoice.com daily hit and run show for MLB DFS. Welcome, everybody that's watching live. We'll be on demand all day. But Wednesday, split slate day for MLB. First of all, check us out. Your Fielder's Choice MLB promo going on right now. $25 a month. First 2 months, that includes every sport, all sports included. So you just don't pay for one sport. And we're crushing right now. So tennis has been crushing. Before I came on the air, I actually went to look at our. We have a free Discord. Discord that if Eric, if you're watching, somebody can throw the Discord address in the chat. MLB crushed last night. Big night. My man Chris Duffy, who is my co-host for the college basketball daily show, he had a big night. He had like a 221 on DraftKings. But he did not play the big $15, but I can't laugh at him because I've done that before. I've done that in college hoops. He would have won like, I think 20K, but he did win a couple of GPPs with that. Really nice score. We actually did a core together, and he played La Stella and I didn't. So I still finished almost near 200. So big night for all of us on MLB. And a lot of it came from the show yesterday. We're talking about Christian Walker. Christian Walker had a huge night. My home run call. I hate to brag, toot my horn, but my home run call was Rafael Devers, and Devers went off. We went back to well with him again, especially after he let us down the night before. So big night from Devers. Big night. I remember we talked about Freddie Freeman. Another big night. Freeman, he didn't even have a home run, but he still had like 20 DK points. So big night all around. It was a crappy pitching slate, but we got the pitching right. So if you get the pitching right, the cheap pitchers, you're well on your way. So look at some other scores other sports. It's not a big sports time right now. Pretty much it's all MLB. NHL playoffs back tonight. My Rangers, I should have worn my Rangers jersey, but we'll have a PrizePicks show today at 5:30. So me and my man Mark, our NHL guy, will be on a PrizePicks show. He's another big Rangers fan. I believe he's going to be on. He's going to the game. I think that's Friday night. But we have a show at 5:30 for PrizePicks. What else we have going? We had tennis. I said tennis kit. Last night we got a lot of NHL winners. I see. So the second round started last night. I see some NBA winners. I see a lot of tennis, a lot of PrizePicks. Mark's a big DOT guy, or Dota, I guess that's what you call it. So he totally crushed that. I see like 6 or 7 ones. He totally went power play on and hit. So we're doing really well. Check us out. Every sport is included. Our tennis cheat sheet is probably the best in the business. We've had this cheat sheet for like 6-7 years now. Improve it every year. It rocks. And these guys have been totally crushing on tennis every night. I'm seeing GPP takedowns pretty much every night. And I'm sorry, my screen just went for a second. Okay. We also have NASCAR. We have NASCAR this weekend as always. Eric does that. Big E. He also helps me MLB. Eric, you did a really good job yesterday. So I really can't take credit for all those scores. Eric did the core yesterday. He did the early and late slate top plays. I just did the show. So actually, I gotta give Eric credit. I can't toot my own horn on either. So anybody watching, please ask questions. We can make this go along a lot quicker. I sure as hell don't know everything. I'll never say I do. I'm just kind of feeding you guys stats, and we'll take it from there. We're going to talk about the main slate. All right, there is an early slate. I think it's 5 games at 1 o'clock. We're just going to hit the main slate on the show. Okay, I feel like I'm forgetting something, but yeah, Eric, if you're still on, can you post that Discord link? If not, I'll post it in a second. Discord.gg/your Fielder's Choice, I believe. Actually, I'll type it in right now. Discord.gg/your Fielder's Choice. I might have spelled your Fielder's Choice wrong there. I typed it fast, but I'm in the middle of getting my master's and I still can't spell. Okay, let's start. MLB. So weather, nothing big. So first of all, DK is 5 games, and FanDuel is 2 more. So FanDuel starts early. DK starts at normal 7 o'clock. So the DK slate is going to be missing. DK is 5 games. 6 games. Wow, I'm sorry. 6 games. FanDuel is 8. So FanDuel's going to have that Philadelphia Padre game on there. That game that I'm seeing is going to start. It's going to dry start. Maybe some rain moving in late. Same condition for the Yankees Oriole game, which obviously we're going to have some interest in that because the Yankees bats. They're saying the same thing. Dry start. Maybe some rain coming in later in the game. But they expect to finish out the later innings rainy, but no postponement or no delays. So weather's cool. That is weather. So Vegas, as I'm trying to get FanDuel pulled up here too. So Vegas going on to the night slate. Who is our top team? Top implied runs we have. So no Coors, which is awesome. Totally awesome. I hate Coors slates, even though Coors won me money last night, but usually doesn't. Top implied runs. Blue Jays at 5. Only one team of 5 or above is the Blue Jays. 5 implied. They open at 5-2, so they dropped a little bit. They got Kevin Gausman going. And why they implied 5 is going up against my old friend Marco Gonzalez. I'm a big Marco guy, but Marco Gonzalez is not good anymore. So I still have my season longs. I have an NFBC and all that. But should be a big night from Bo Bichette and these guys. Blue Jays at 5. Then we got the Yankees at 4.8 going up against Jordan Lyles, another gas can. Cubs 4.5. One of the reasons for that is I don't think Mitch Keller is going now. He may be coming in late as they get a young kid, Contreras. I just drew a blank on his first name, but he's one of the top pitching prospects in the Pirates organization. The kid does have some stuff. He's got a high 90s fastball. He's making his debut tonight against the Cubs, but the Cubs have a 4.5 implied, White Sox 4.5, and then the Angels 4.3. The Angels are where we won a lot of money last night. That's the one where Chris Duffy had the big one. We did stack the Angels big time, and the Angels have not been coming through from when I play them, but they did last night. All right. So that's your top teams. Angels, White Sox, Cubs, Yankees, Blue Jays for implied runs. On the money line, who's the biggest favorite? Garrett Cole and Yankees, minus 257. They've jumped them in minus 225 open. Now they're 257. Blue Jays, minus 239. Kevin Gausman's going that game. I love Kevin Gausman. Big strikeout guy. Heavy favorite, 239 against Seattle. That's it for minus 200. Anybody else we have? The Mets. Nope, the Mets are... Yeah, that's right. Mets are 7 o'clock. Mets and Max Scherzer, minus 200. They opened at 200. Now they're minus 196. And then that's pretty much it. A couple other teams a little bit lower. The Angels, White Sox, Cubs are all in like the minus 150s. All right, so Garrett Cole's our biggest favorite, then Gausman, and then Mad Max. All right, that is Vegas. Any questions, throw them in the chat. I'll try to answer them. We can get a good combo going if we can. We'll talk about some BBP. We'll talk about some guys who have been hitting better lately, top plays, so on. So let's start with pitching. This is, I think, in my opinion, I think this is the best pitching slate we've had the entire season, especially for a slate like this, where it's only 6 games. By far the best pitching slate. So we got decisions. This is not like last night. And, we kind of got lucky last night because we went and, at the last second, I decided to go back to, I went to Singer and Tyler Anderson, and that's in one lineup. I played a lot of pitchers, but Singer and Anderson, two pretty much nobodies, did as well. But tonight it's a different story. So who is a top overall pitcher? That's going to be your first decision you got to make. And it's different because on DK, you got Garrett Cole is cheaper than Max by $700. Going to FanDuel, though, you have there. I think Cole may be more expensive. Cole is actually more expensive, $200 than Max. So I'm usually talking DK, but I still like. To me, Cole is the best overall play to slate. Maybe it's I'm a Yankee guy, but if you look at Garrett Cole lately, Garrett Cole's been shut down. So I'm not just saying, he did have those hiccups at the beginning of the year. It's well documented, well talked about, but his last 4 starts, he's been over 25 DK. Okay. So, he's heavily favored, 3 wins of his last 5, but no losses, ERA of 2, 115 whip, 12.3 K per 9. Orioles striking out 24.7% the righties. Cole's my guy, 100%. You can go to Max. There's no, you can't argue about it. I just think Cole's a little better spot, and he's cheaper in DK. Max is doing, to me, I would rather go up against the Orioles than Max going up against the Cards. I know the Cards can be a team that can just lay down, but they can also be the team that can steam it up. And he has historically, and actually, Eric, didn't I send you I think I sent you a stat, Max versus the Cards, or maybe it was Max versus Washington. But he does dominate the Cardinals. Nolan Arenado is only 2 for 13. Goldie 7 for 35 against them. So the whole team is only averaging 109 batting average against Max. Can't go wrong with Max. I'm liking Cole, but by 7 o'clock, I may be at the Max. But I think it's going to be one of these two. FanDuel, you can probably maybe more go Max because more same price. Now, what do we do with the SP2? Tonight is definitely a double barrel shotgun night. You got to go double high price. There's no way around it. Of course, in GPP, you can go different. But who do you pick for SP2? I think overall, Kevin Gausman is probably he may even be the best pitcher on the slate, but Gausman I think needs to be in your cash lineup too. I think I'm going probably Gausman and Cole if I can get enough value. So he is. It's just as crazy. All these guys have subs 300 Sierras, but Gausman going up against Mariners. We saw what Barros did to him last night, and Barros does not have the strikeout ability that Gausman has. Mariners striking out 22.4%, 139 ISO. Gausman is one of the best swinging strike rates in baseball, and half a walk per 9. So if he's got his A+ stuff, he's going to be on. So he doesn't walk anybody. He's going to get at least 6 innings. Probably going to get 8. Gausman at the end of the night can nuke the slate and be the highest scoring pitcher. So I'm probably going Gausman Cole as of now. But if you find you just can't get the bats you want in, you can drop one of Gausman or Cole. But now here's a couple. You got Lucas Giolito sitting here. Giolito is only $8,300. He may be lower owned. He's come off the COVID-19 list. People may be scared off him. We remember seeing last year guys took a while to get going once they came off the COVID-19. But he also had extra days rest yesterday because he was supposed to throw yesterday, but he didn't. He's throwing today. Another one, 12.5K per 9. Royals check out 22% of righties, only 122 ISO to righties. Salvy's on the IL now, so you don't have to worry about Sal Perez. He's had 2 quality starts out of his last 3. So Giolito at that price of 8.3 is definitely in play also. And we still got more. We still got Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani comes in at 9,200 on DKs. He's slowly going up in DK's price. But Ohtani's in play also. I mean, you can't go wrong with Ohtani. So he's in a pitcher-friendly park, Globe Life. He's facing the Rangers, striking out 21.7%. 2 righties, 308 WOBA, 3 wins his last 5, 11.9K per 9 rate. So easily compare him with Cole Scherzer. So there's so many ways to go here. But you probably want to use one of Cole, Ohtani, Giolito, or Gausman. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. So that's your top guys. If you want to go anywhere else, like for GPPs, I would recommend possibly you want to go really cheap, go this Roansy Contreras, the kid for Pittsburgh. Well, I mentioned he's only 4K. You want to load up on a Yankee stack, you can go this Contreras kid and hope that the Cubs don't go crazy and Wrigley. Load him up with Garrett Cole. Hey, if the kid gets 10 DK, Cole gets 30, you're in business. But you got Jordan Lyles on a slate. Jordan Lyles is a terrible pitcher. We all pick on Jordan Lyles, and we're not going to stop anytime soon. I don't know why Kansas City's got DK's got Brady Singer listed, but Jordan Hicks, he's okay. I'm not going to play him in cash. Dane Dunning, talented, not going to play him. And then you got Drew Smiley, an old gas can. So Zach Greinke, pitch to contact guy. So pay up for pitcher tonight. Load up. You got Max, Garrett Cole, Ohtani, Giolito, Gausman. We had questioned when you have 5 studs like this on a slate, do you even bother playing anyone else? No, that's what I'm saying. You got to go both 2 of these top 5 in cash. GPP, you have a lineup you really, really like, a stack. then maybe drop down. Maybe if I did that, I'd drop all the way down to Contreras at 4K and see. Hopefully the kid doesn't get bombed and gets us 8 to 10 DK points. That's the way I'm playing. Eric's saying don't play Hicks because Eric is a Cardinals fan. Jordan Hicks, honestly, Hicks is one of those guys, man. He's been up and down. He was a big prospect. Then he was a big relief pitcher. He's been hurt. Tommy John had the COVID. I think he had Tommy John surgery. Now he's slowly making his way back. But yeah, you can't definitely play him in cash. His highest, a decent game against the Giants at the Giants. I think that was it this year. Everything else is under 10 DK. So besides this opener against the Royals. So it's pitching. Pitching's easy. Just pick one of those 5 guys. You should be good. I'm going to try to go Cole and Gausman, but you can go so many other ways. All right. Let's go to the bats. This could be a quick show here today. I said small slate. Start at catcher. Catcher right now tonight is, once again, I'm probably looking at value tonight. I'm probably going to wait to catcher lineups come out and see who's a cheap catcher. Last night interviews in Wallock. That kid for Texas has really been roping. Just drew a blank on the kid's name. Not Heim. Huff. Sam Huff. Sam Huff had another good game last night. So you want to pay up? It's Wilson Contreras. Okay, going up against the kid, same last name. I don't think he's related, but same last name. Kid's only got 7 major league innings, but the kid's got good stuff. But Wilson Contreras is your top pair of the night. But you're going to pay 5-2 for him. Probably not going to be able to do that when you're paying for 2 stud pitchers. So where else can we go? I think Alejandro Kirk's in a good spot against Marco. We're going to pick on Marco tonight. He got the righty lefty advantage. So Kirk's in play. Last 11 games, he's slashing 289, 333, 447. Good spot. And if not those guys, I'm waiting for Lamps to come out. I mean, even I like MJ Melendez, but he's going up against Giolito, and he's over 3K now. Man, there's really nowhere else to go unless somebody cheap pops up. I don't see really no BVPs, nobody hot. Play Contreras, play Kirk, or wait and see who's the cheapest catcher. Try to get a ready lefty situation, not going against one of these studs, and then move on from catcher. All right, let's go right to first base. I don't even want to talk about catcher. First base. Now we start talking like real positions here. Okay, now on a FanDuel slate, you have the Phillies. So Rice Hoskins on the Phillies is only 3.6. You can play him. He's hot. 325 average, 650 slugging his last 9 games. You know what I mean? So he's a power guy. Blake Snell's making his first game, pitched his first game this season. He's supposed to go that first weekend and he got scratched. Finally back. Actually, I can pitch him today in my season long. Forgot about that. Probably don't want to, but so Snell's back. Hoskins for FanDuel. I'm not saying you have to play him there, but I think he's in a decent spot at first base. Now going to DK. DK is not. Nobody is really jumping out on DK either. You got Vlad. You played Vlad against righties, righty versus righty. He gets Marco. Vlad has not been hitting though. He's not been hitting hard. So, but he's going up against a righty. He is hitting 280 the last month. He's only got 2 home runs. Vlad, though, Seattle's one of the worst bullpens in baseball. Beside Vlad, you got Jared Walsh. Jared Walsh is definitely a platoon hitter. And Walsh tonight does get the platoon split. So you like to play Walsh against righties. Dane Dunning, Jared Walsh at 4-4 in play. Jose Abreu, another one, is not hitting. 4-1 GPP. You can look at Anthony Rizzo, I guess. Rizzo's 5-3. On DK. I guess he's in play. He's 3-8 on FanDuel. Rizzo's not really hitting either. So not like he was earlier. If anything, I might drop down to like a Gavin Sheets. I like Gavin Sheets. I think he's a decent hitter. Alfonso Rivas, if he gets a start tonight, he may be leading off possibly. He's not first base eligible for the Cubs. You got Frank Schwindel's only 2.7 now, going against the kid Contreras. I don't like first base much tonight, so I may end up going for value and seeing who's there as the lineups come out. If not, though, you want to pay up. You pay up, I guess, for Vlad. Alonso's really not hitting either. So a lot of these guys, these big first basemen, are not hitting. Of course, some of them are in good spots, though. Alonso's probably in the best spot as he does hit righties. I think Jared Walsh probably is. But for the big guys, probably Alonso. Rizzo's going against righty, but I'd rather see Rizzo on a reverse split, actually. All right, so first base, I guess Alonso, Vlad, Jared Walsh, or go really cheap with a guy like Gavin Sheets. Gavin Sheets may be my guy. Dominic Smith for the Mets, if he would ever wake up, he had a decent game against the Cards there. Was it 2 days ago? But he's another one. He's just not hitting. His whole career's went down the tubes. Most of these guys, the rest of these guys are all going against studs. Goldie against Scherzer. Guys going against Garrett Cole, Mancini. They're all GPP plays. So it's going to be tough for cash tonight once you get these two big pitchers out of the way. I didn't see anybody jumping out at for BVPs either. So we'll move on. We'll move on to second base. Maybe we'll find something better at second base here. Because I know there's a few BVPs tonight. So second base. Let's look at BVP right away. So we got Ian Happ's a really good spot tonight, going up against Contreras. Especially if Mitch Keller comes in, he's got a great history against Mitch Keller. So Ian Happ. Adam Frazier owns Kevin Gausman. But because it's Gausman, you're probably going to be using him in cash. Frazier's GPP only. But Adam Frazier is 11 for 29 lifetime, 379. It's a really good BVP. And it's enough at bats, a good history. That's a BVP I would pay attention to. Frazier, 11 for 29. DJ LeMahieu hits Lyles, 6 for 19, 316 batting average. And that's pretty much it for BVP. Looking at last 7 days. Who is anybody red hot? Let me see here. This Donovan kid was going against Max. Brendan Donovan's hot. Whit Merrifield. Whit is hitting 400 over the last week. He's going up against Giolito, though. So another tough spot. Adam Frazier's hitting 391 over the last week. So maybe more and more looking at Adam Frazier may like him. I still think he's GPP play because I'm not messing with Gausman, but Frazier's in a really good spot tonight, and he likes him. And then you have our old standby. If Scott Green is watching this or watching this later, Santiago Espinal, he's been our old default cheap second baseman. Scott plays him a lot, got me onto him. And Santiago Espinal, you can never go wrong. He's not going to win your GPP. He's not going to get you 30 DK points, but what he's going to get you is hits. He is now on a 10-11 game hit streak. Nothing wrong with that for a guy that's minimum cheap. 350 average over the last week, 280 on the season, 350 OBP. So Santiago Espinal is a great cheap second baseman. Probably DJ LeMahieu's probably your top play. Said he hits Lyles. That's Lyles. Witt against Giolito, probably more GPP, but Witt's Merrifield's hitting really well. And then, if anything, I like Ian Happ for the Cubs. That's second base. But you got second base early ownership is DJ and Josh Harrison. Josh Harrison, man. I've been playing him since I first started playing DFS. It was like 10, 12 years ago. But yeah, I can see that. So we do have some ownership out. All right, good. So if anything, I would go DJ. Or again, Espinal. Espinal is not going to hurt you. So Harrison is going up. Tyler Wade. Wade is in play. He's only 2.8. I'm not a Wade guy. I'm a Velasquez guy, but not a Wade guy. All right. So once again, we love Frazier, GPP, with Merrifield, GPP. What about Jeff McNeil? Our old standby Jeff McNeil. He's just continues to hit, I guess. McNeil's always in play. No problem playing him. He's still hitting 300 on a season. A little bit tougher last week, though. But McNeil's in play, but anything's probably DJ LeMahieu. Then you got Gleyber Torres also. And that's it. And I mentioned Ian Happ. So my top plays are DJ LeMahieu, Ian Happ, or down at Espinal, and GPPs, Frazier, Whit Merrifield. Got it. Okay, third base. We're going to start seeing BVPs pop up probably on Marco. But looking at history now. Josh Donaldson hits 5 for 10 against Jordan Lyles. Matt Chapman, 13 for 33 with a home run, 394 batting average, lifetime against Marco. That's a good one. So remember that Donaldson and Chapman BVPs. Last 7 days for these guys. Who we got on fire? Man, which Devers is playing to say Josh Donaldson at 360 over the last week. He's Javier Espinal's second baseman now. For FanDuel, Alec Boehm hitting 346 over the last week. So Boehm's in play. Anthony Rendon, Angels on the slate tonight. For me, Rendon's GPP always. Rendon's hitting 333. Had that cheap hit last night to end the slate. Actually helped bump me up like $100 or whatever. So he actually helped me last night. You know, I'm not a Rendon guy. Okay, so overall, anybody we're missing that's a big play at third? Ke'Bryan Hayes, that's who I like. Ke'Bryan Hayes at 2.8 on FanDuel, 4.3 on DK. He's really starting to hit now. He's a guy that's going to be a 2020 threat. And I'd have no problem going to Ke'Bryan Hayes. Let me see now. He's slashing 293, 390, 371 with 791 OPS on the season. Great splits advantage against Drew Smyly, who stinks. 323 average on the split. Ke'Bryan Hayes, 4,300. Like I said, or Josh Donaldson. We mentioned Matt Chapman, great GPP, but he's not hitting at all. This could be a get right spot against Marco. You want to go Yohan Moncada. You want to get really cheap. Moncada's down there cheap also, still under 4K. I don't like Moncada. I never have, but he's in play with GPPs. And I mentioned Anthony Rendon, also GPP. Shortstop. Let's move on to shortstop. Bo Bichette's probably my main play here today. Looking at quickly anybody that owns anybody. Bo, no, he's only faced Marco a couple of times, but he's 2 for 3 or something. Tommy Edman hits max. Wow. So going back to second base, Tommy Edman is 6 for 16 off of max, 375 batting average. So GPPs, and we know Max will give up one. He'll give up 1 or 2 bombs. So just keep Tommy Edman back in your mind. If you want to be different in GPPs. Nobody else really jumps out. Now, anybody who's red hot at shortstop, we have nobody's like crazy hot on this slate, really. Timmy Anderson is showing a lot of ownership, huh? 30%. All right, so now to kind of break it down, my top play at shortstop is Bo Bichette. Okay, 3,400 FanDuel, 5,300 DraftKings. Struggled at the beginning, and he's 11% compared to Timmy's 30%. Bo now is hitting 313 over his last 15 games, 44 slugging over that time. Great spot against Marco. Marco's got a 1.53 whip this year. I love Bo Bichette today. I'm probably going to play him. To me, I play him in all formats. Now, looking at Timmy Anderson, Anderson's one of my guys, one of my favorite players, but I play him against lefties. He's going against Greinke. Greinke's righty, but Greinke's Greinke. So Anderson's in play. I don't think he should be 20% more owned in Bo Bichette, but he's about the same price also, right? Bo's $300 more. So Timmy Anderson or Bichette, even though I like Bichette. Corey Seager is going up against Ohtani, GVP only. This kid for Pittsburgh is starting to play more Castro. Rodolfo Castro. You can use Castro as a punt. He is only 2,300 against Smyly. Definitely use him as a punt if you have to. Bobby Witt, he's against Giolito, GPP. Definitely Lindor. Lindor's in play against Hicks. I like Bichette or Timmy better. There's not much we really love for shortstop value, so we want to go up top. If we have to go value, you're probably looking at this Castro kid for Pittsburgh. Wow, there's not much. Miles standby, Andrew Velazquez, probably be Castro. Yeah. So pay up tonight. Pay up Bo Bichette or Timmy Anderson. That's the way I go. All right. Outfield. Right. I'm sorry. I got DMs popping up like crazy. Outfield. Let's go to outfield. And we'll be out of here. So once again, if you guys need questions, ask them. Anybody's watching live. Anybody owns, and I keep forgetting, but Philly's on that FanDuel slate. Philly stack definitely with Harper, Castellanos, Bohm. I didn't mention JT Realmuto at catcher, but Philly stack for FanDuel. Okay, so outfielders. Anybody own anybody? We know with the history. Giancarlo Stanton, 467 lifetime against Jordan Lyles, 7 for 15. Boom. He'll probably be in my main lineup. Juan Soto, he's on the FanDuel slate, correct? Soto owns Pablo Lopez, 8 for 22, 364 average. Nothing wrong with that. We got a bunch of plays here, but the main one looks like it's gonna be Giancarlo Stanton. Okay. Of course, we know there's a bunch of outfielders that are red hot. Let's look at the last 7 days. Who do we have? Bryce Harper at 600. FanDuel lock in Bryce Harper. Too bad Red Sox aren't on the slate. I hate these split slates because I start getting confused on some of these games. But lock in Harper for FanDuel. Then we got Jorge Alfaro. No, he's only 8 at bats. Never mind. That's really, that people. Aaron Judge, of course, ripping the cover off the ball. Aaron Judge against Jordan Lyles. You want DK. You want Judge and Stanton probably your main lineup. Stanton's hitting 417 over the last 7 days. Judge hitting 435. They're ripping the cover off the ball. Taylor Ward, Angels, probably the hottest hitter in Major League Baseball, hitting 417 last 7 days. Tore one out last night. Mike Trout was Mike Trout. Trout was just unbelievable. It's gonna be hard times. I want to play Trout. I want to play Ward. I want to play the Yankees guys. We got to find value somewhere. It's gonna be tough. Max Kepler's hitting 350. So no, sorry, Minnesota's not on slate. Once again, I screwed that up. Okay, so we see the big guys. Let's look at advanced metrics. Who do we got for outfield? We said we have all the usual suspects. Trout against Dunning. Tio Hernandez against Marco. Great metrics. 311 ISO, 410 WOBA. Stanton Judge, Gavin Sheets. We talked about him earlier. Lourdes Gurriel. Joey Gallo. You want to get cheap at 3,200. So we know all the regulars. Let's find ourselves a value play in the outfield because we're going to find a value, at least one. If we want to play a Stanton Judge or a Judge Trout or whatever, you have to find a couple really cheap guys. So we got AJ Pollock. AJ Pollock's only 2K. AJ Pollock is not a 2K player. If he's in a slump or whatever, AJ Pollock's a professional hitter, been hitting forever, and he's hitting 320 over the last week, 180 over the last month though. But there's a play right there. AJ Pollock against Greinke. He obviously can hit Zach Greinke. Yeah. I mentioned Rafael Ortega. 2-6 against the Kid Contreras. Definitely play him. I don't mind. I have Ortega on a bunch of NFBC teams. Definitely can go there. I'm trying to find somebody good for us. Travis Jankowski is only 2-1. You might have to go there. He splits his advantage against Hicks. He's a lefty batter. Aaron Hicks only 2-7. There you go. If Aaron Hicks starts, you play Aaron Hicks at 2-7 against Jordan Lyles. Eli Wade's going against Ohtani. So, I would say AJ Pollock, Rafael Ortega. I like this Ortega kid. Aaron Hicks or Jankowski. And then we probably want to find value, another 2K guy somewhere else. Maybe we do that at, at third base or something. Somewhere where we don't love, but I say I love Bo tonight. Maybe at second. I love Bo. He's like probably my favorite guy. But you got to find value somewhere else. Okay, so that's pretty much wrapping up the plays. So I pause. Probably confusing as I'm jumping around different sites, going back through it quickly. Now try to find a couple of value plays that we can use in cash. Okay, so catcher, we got our top play is probably Kirk. Kirk's probably as high as you want to go. I don't think you want to play Contreras because he's so expensive. You're just not going to be able to get there. Okay, so or go to value. First base. This may be where you go cheap because Alonso's not hitting well. Walsh got great platoon. Rizzo's not hitting that well, but great spot against Lyles though. Vlad's not hitting that well. Great spot against Gonzalez. But maybe we find somebody pop up that's really cheap that we can get somewhere. Wait for lineups to pop up. Sugo for the Pittsburgh if he gets a start. That's lefty on lefty. So's Vogelbach. He's a lefty too. Let's wait for lineups to open up. Maybe we'll find somebody. Dominic Smith possibly. Second base, we like DJ LeMahieu. He's in a great spot. You can use Castro as a punt play if you want, like Jeff McNeil. And then we got, it's a DJ and Torres. We love Frazier and Whit for GPPs. Shortstops, all to me, it's all about Bo Bichette. If not Bo Bichette, give me Timmy Anderson. If not, I'm not dropping down for that one. But we have my old standby Velazquez for the Angels if he plays, and that's it. These guys are going to get stud pitchers. Third base, maybe just third base is where we get different. But Josh Donaldson, 4,000 is cheap enough. You might get Josh Donaldson, Matt Chapman, GPP because he's not hitting, but great BVP. Arenado, no, Rendon possibly, but to me, Rendon's only GPP. Pitching's great, hitting's not great tonight. And then outfield, I gave some values a little while ago. So let's overall, if you want to say you want to find two good punts, if you want to get the two big pitchers in, and then like a Bo and a Trout or a Judge, I would say your top plays are AJ Pollock at 2K, Rafael Ortega 2.6, Jankowski, Aaron Hicks is probably my favorite. Yeah, guys like that. Even when you got Jesse Winker, only 3K, but he's going up against Gallows on GPP. But there's enough plays right there where you can get somebody, and even Brian Reynolds at 4K against Smiley's in a good spot. Gavin Sheets 2.9. So I just give you a bunch of them. I probably like them out of most of them. Gavin Sheets and Aaron Hicks, probably my top ones down there. Okay, that's it. Stacks. Who is going to be my top stack of the day? Once again, it's going to be tough about with these pitchers going. Probably going back to with the Rangers. I mean, Angels against Dane Dunning. Of course, Yankees against Jordan Lyles. Definitely. They're probably my main two. I like you said. I want to go back to with the Angels. They made me some nice money last night. I know I'm missing somebody. Mainly, it's going to be the Yankees. I mean, they're going to be popular. So, yeah, let's find another team that we can definitely go with. Toronto. Toronto against Marco Gonzalez. So, Toronto against Gonzalez. Angels against Dunning. Maybe some White Sox. The White Sox, I'm just through with them. I've been through that rodeo before. But definitely the Yankees. Maybe some Mets. Maybe a little Cubbies against the Kid. Home run call of the day, Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette's going yard today. Second home run call is, let me find you a good one. Joey Gallo. Gallo's going, yeah, Joey Gallo's. Gallo's actually adding up really good tonight, actually. Gallo doesn't hit anymore. So Bo Bichette, Joey Gallo. Man, if Winker can get a hold of something from Gallosman, GPP only though, I can see Winker going yard. Okay, so Bichette, Gallo, then Teo Hernandez, and then Mike Trout. All right, they're all my home run calls, but mainly Bo Bichette. All right, guys, it's actually fairly quick day. Took us 40 minutes. We'll be back Friday. Tomorrow, split shake, no show. We're planning on having a Formula 1 show on Friday. I think that's this weekend. 5:30 tonight, PrizePicks show. Our PrizePicks have really been hitting. We're hitting again today. Looks like on this DOTA. MLB's been really on fire. So check us out, 5:30, same network. Please give us a thumbs up. Please give us a follow. Appreciate it so much. And join our Discord. With that, peace out, guys. Thank you, Eric, for joining in. Give us the numbers. And we're out of here.